It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Back to Pennsbury High School for round 2 of Pennsbury versus Neshaminy, as we had an all-time classic looking like rounding out the other day, and then the rain came. Mother Nature just hit us, and we could not get through that game. But we are back here, and thank you for everybody joining in. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to St. Mary Medical Center, the McCaffrey Supermarket, BCWSA, the Trenton Thunder. Thank you to Jammer Doors, BAI Security Systems, D. Lorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road, the Pennsbury Baseball Club, and thank you to all of you for helping us get through this games, this season, and just all around great Pennsbury sports. As we are back here for the classic rivalry matchup, Jordan, as we have Pennsbury versus Neshaminy for possibly sole possession. I think it is definitely sole possession of their division, correct?
Yeah, the winner of this game will be in sole possession of first place in the Patriot, and it was shaping up to be a good one before Mother Nature decided that she was going to have some other plans for this one. But we've got a 3-3 game right now, and Gus, let's take a look back at how we got there back on Friday.
Yeah, so we look back at the game Friday. So Neshaminy coming into the game hot as ever, but they went down 1-2-3 very quickly in the top of the first. Keller Bradley pitching for Pennsbury had one strikeout looking, had 2 ground balls. So it was very efficient first inning. Pennsbury coming in at the bottom of the first. Ryan Zuckerman, the man, the myth, the legend himself, coming up to the plate with 1 out and absolutely demolishing a ball to left center field over the gray sign, and just getting this team the juice started early as he bat flipped. He did a little pimp job down first base, and it was immaculate. Scored 2 more runs later in that bottom of the first, but get out of that inning, straining 2 runners on, and then Neshaminy coming in at the top of the second, hit balls early, and they were hitting them hard, Jordan. Scored 3 runs off their first 3 batters that came up to that plate. Strained also another runner, but they tied the ball game, and then we went to the bottom of the third. We had 1 man on, and it was looking like it was shaping up for an all-time classic, and then the game got called due to the rain.
Yeah, and you mentioned Neshaminy coming in red hot. They had won 6 straight, and I think that everybody on that Neshaminy team honestly could probably benefit from a couple of days off now in between the end of the game, end of the suspended game on Friday and the start of here. They had played, it was their 4th game in 5 days, so now they get to be well rested and maybe look for a little bit more pitching out of them, because like you said, they gave up those 3 runs in the first inning, came right back, scored 3 in the top of the second, and we'll see if their pitching can fare a little bit better than it did on Friday.
Yeah, you're absolutely right with that one point you made. This rain delay and postponement to a couple days later could benefit Neshaminy greatly. They were running just so on fumes with that many games and that many few days. So getting that little break coming into this game, it's probably a big benefit for them. They're fresh, they're rejuvenated, and they're hot as ever, so they can go against this team, Pennsbury, who's also been having a great season and started off the game well, but it looks like I said, the tides were turning.
Yeah, and Neshaminy, it was a little bit different. They had been winning all of their games by pitching, allowing just 2.5 runs per game over their last 6. They give up 3 in the first inning, and you wonder if some of that is because of a little bit of fatigue that set in. And now these 2 teams about to get set to get going, lineup cards being exchanged out there, and these 2 teams have waited a while to get this one going. I'm sure the nerves have been up there with these 2 rivals, and now we finally get set to finish off this game 3 days in the making.
Yeah, so thank you, Jordan. So we talked a little bit about what happened previously in this game, but talk about what we're going to still have when we start this game. So Pennsbury, in the bottom of the second, still tied 3-3, has one man on first base. That is Tyler Boraski. They have James Schaefer up with an 0-1 count with 1 out. So obviously, like we said, it's a continuation. So it's not a normal start to a ball game. We're getting right back into action. Like we were just postponed like 30 minutes ago, but it was a couple days ago. But clean the slate, get right back into this game like nothing ever happened.
And although a lot definitely has happened over this weekend just in the sports world, but we get to pick it up right where we were Friday. So let everybody flash back to where we were Friday, because that's the mindset you got to be in, and that's what these two teams have to be in too, because they were both rolling.
Yeah, and so speak about this game. Last time we were here, we talked about it a little bit, but today it's Coaches versus Cancer. It's a fundraiser to try to beat cancer, and obviously it's very close to Pennsbury, as one of their very own, Sam Lebrecq, is fighting sarcoma as we speak and still hasn't missed a beat on the season, which is amazing to see. What an aspiration for this team, and just a great event that they're doing here today and last Friday at Victor Napolitano Field.
Yeah, you mentioned Sam Lebrecq. We had touched on it a little bit on Friday, but he's got a rare form of sarcoma, synovial sarcoma. He's been through 3 rounds of chemo treatment and has yet to miss a Pennsbury game. That treatment is set to be finished up in June, and his coaches and teammates have just raved about how optimistic and positive he's been throughout this whole very scary situation, and they've really fed off of the energy that he has brought to their team.
Absolutely. So the umpires are here. We are going through ground rules and stuff like that. Don't forget, you are listening to the McCaffrey Supermarket Game of the Day. McCaffrey Supermarket, exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley, and in the Village of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road, Newtown. So as ground rules are being made, letting the umpires know the little quirks and queries of this field. There's a couple things around here, but for the most part, a very beautiful field here at Vic Napolitano Field.
Yeah, and it definitely looks a lot better when it is not rain-soaked and when the sun is shining down on it, because it means we've got a great day for baseball. A little bit better weather today, of course, rainy on Friday. Today, upper 70s and brilliant sunshine. A little bit of a breeze blowing from right to left, so that'll only help the righties. And we know that Pennsbury has some guys that maybe don't need any help.
So ground rules are through. Coaches trying to pump up their teams, remind them what's at stake today. A big game on the season for both Neshaminy and Pennsbury, as the winner of this game will take sole possession of their division in the SOL. And like we said, this was looking out to be a hot and start to this game, 3-3. What do you think is going to happen today, Jordan? I know it's a different day, but man, that game Friday was starting to look good.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I expect a good game, because whenever these two teams match up, you know it's going to be good. You never have to look at the standings to know Pennsbury versus Neshaminy is going to be a battle. Of course, when first place in the Patriot division is on the line, it just makes it that much better. I would say look for Neshaminy's pitching to be a little bit more on point. They definitely looked a little tired in their back on Friday during the first inning, and look for them to bounce back, because they have been dominant out there on the bump all season long.
Yeah, and still on the pitching mound for Neshaminy, starting pitcher Ryan Fox, number 19. And he had a little bit of start, like a rough start, as you said, in the bottom of the first, but really turning things around in the top of the second. Got one quick out after putting a man on, but he still got one man on, one out. And like you said, Jordan, he should be much less fatigued today, a little bit more control. It's a little bit nicer, it's warmer. So let's see, and especially for on the opposite side, Keller Bradley, we've just seen dominance out of him this season, and it looked like he was starting to get in a little bit of a slow start. Maybe the Pennsbury and Neshaminy jitters were getting to him, because we all know we all have them. But definitely a very nice weather game today, so definitely should be on the advantage to the pitcher.
Yeah, something about Keller Bradley is he was leaving some of his fastballs out over the middle of the plate when Neshaminy was hitting a lot of balls hard and on a line. He's got 88, 89 in the tank, but if you're leaving it out over the middle of the plate, I mean, good hitters like Neshaminy, they're gonna hit the balls hard, and they're going to find holes in your defense. So look for Keller Bradley, maybe a little bit better weather. We definitely saw some balls slip out of pitchers' hands during the rain. So again, just look for a much cleaner game and some much sharper pitching.
Alrighty, well, a few day rain delay can't stop us. We are back in action right here at Pennsbury Baseball, Vic Napolitano Field, as James Schaefer, who I said starting in this game 0-1 count, steps back up to the plate as he's trying to continue the hot start for this Pennsbury baseball team.
Yes, Schaefer in their last full game, which came on Wednesday, went 1 for 4 in that 5-0 win over Central Bucks South.
Fox tries to throw over there, as there is obviously a courtesy runner for Tyler Baraski, the catcher. That is number 18, Michael Morcera, excuse me.
Third time's a charm.
I do apologize if I mess up any pronunciation. Mercora, there we go.
Fox figured we waited 3 days. We could wait a couple of throwovers before we get the first pitch going here.
Letting Pennsbury know that he's aware of that runner on first. So the 0-1 pitch in there, strike 2 for James Schaefer. It may be strike 2, but it's the first pitch he sees today.
Got to be interesting for Schaefer to see one pitch and all of a sudden find yourself in an 0-2 hole.
Yeah. So the 0-2 count to Schaefer. Ryan Fox gets set. And the payoff pitch. Off-speed pitch, rope to right field, as that's going to get down in front of the right fielder. As Pennsbury advances the runner, as we now have first and second, 1 out for Pennsbury baseball.
Well, Schaefer picks up right where the Pennsbury offense left off on Tuesday. They scored 3 runs in the first and looked like with that runner on first to start the second that they were maybe due for another big inning, and now they've got 2 on, 1 out, and just trying to carry over that momentum from Friday.
So now up to the plate, number 25, the shortstop, Ryan Zuckerman. Zuckerman, obviously we talked about it in the pregame, had a big home run to start the game for Pennsbury and really get the juices going. First pitch in there, off speed, low and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, that home run right over the Grace Construction sign out in left center field. There are a couple of fans taking in this one out there. They may have to keep their heads up with this guy.
Because that's where the ball went last time, that monster hit, and you saw him, the energy that he has for this team in this game. Does the bat flip, throws this flex out. As another off-speed pitch is in there low for ball 2.
Well, this is something that if you remember back to Friday, that Neshaminy had made it a concerted effort to pitch Zuckerman away. They went away, then tried to surprise him in with a fastball, and he turned on it and hit that home run, and it looks like the game plan is no different here.
So Zuckerman ahead in the count, 2-0. Fox with the pitch. In there for strike 1.
It's a good 2-0 pitch right on the outside corner. Not much Zuckerman could do with that, especially if you're looking for a certain pitch in a certain spot. I don't think you're looking for a fastball on the black.
Yeah, and even with taking that pitch, you're still ahead in the count, and in one of the best hitter-friendly counts there is, 2-1. So Fox now with the pitch. Off-speed pitch, swung on hard, but missed by Zuckerman.
That one had some late break there at the end. Zuckerman, his eyes lit up as that one was coming in, kind of just dived out of the zone right as he started his swing.
So Zuckerman now 2-2 count as Fox evens this. Now he has the pitch. Another off-speed pitch outside. A lot of off-speed pitches here to Zuckerman.
Yeah, now you wonder if maybe Joe Pacey will have the runners in motion here. Of course, you've got some speed out there at third. And in a 3-2 count, Zuckerman, who makes good contact at the plate, might not be the worst idea to try to put some pressure on this Neshaminy defense.
So the count runs full for Fox. He's set. And the payoff pitch. Off-speed pitch hit up the middle. It's going to be played though. 6-4, and that throw to 3 is wide, so they can't get the double play as Zuckerman beats that out, as Pennsbury's going to get first and third with 2 outs.
Fox dials up the ground ball, just not hit hard enough to turn 2. Zuckerman able to just get down the line. The throw was a little bit wide, but I don't think it would have mattered. I think Zuckerman had that base, and it extends the inning and gives Pennsbury a chance with the runner on third.
As I'm not sure what's going on here, but Neshaminy asking something.
Only thing I can think of is if maybe the second baseman didn't have his foot on the bag when he made that catch and relay to first.
Yeah, but even if that was the case, why is the Neshaminy coach asking the umpire?
It looks like no worse for wear.
That's enough. Without that help, that's it. We're done. We're moving on.
So not 100% sure what this is really about right now. But nonetheless, the conversation's over with, and we're back at action. So now up to the plate, number 3, third baseman Joe Tiroli. As one of Pennsbury's best hitters is in a big spot right now. As he takes that first pitch as it's low, as it gets by the catcher, as Zuckerman's going to move up a bag, and it's going to be second and third for Joe Tiroli.
That's big now. Tiroli, a guy who makes good contact, and now a single scores 2.
Yeah, that wasn't like a wild pitch or anything, just in and out of the glove by Harrison, and he didn't realize that it went through the 5-hole kind of. Little hockey talk if you are a Flyers fan, a little lottery draft option tonight, as that first pitch there, all speed, swung on and missed by Joe Tiroli for strike 1. If Flyers have the lottery tonight, they have a slim chance for the number 1, but we can all pray, boys.
Yeah, I'll be crossing my fingers because that top prospect there, Bedard, looks like the real deal, and hopefully the Flyers can snag that number 1 pick and maybe get him on this team.
So the 1-1 count. Off-speed pitch, roped through the hole of the third and short, as that's going to spring in 2 to score. As Tiroli with a 2-run single as he puts his team ahead by 2.
Well, that's where the wild pitch really hurts Neshaminy, as now that single scores 2 as opposed to just 1, gives Pennsbury the 2-run lead. That was a bit of a hanger that Tiroli was able to just stay right on and rope through the 5-6 hole, and now Pennsbury again picking up right where they left off, and I don't think this scoring is anywhere near done in this game, as their bats look like they came to play.
And like you said, big hit there as Tiroli realized Fox throwing a lot of off-speed pitch, just waited back on that, roped it through the third base and shortstop hole perfectly in there, and Zuckerman, a great runner, knew he was going to score. As now up to the plate is right fielder number 9, L.J. Nelson, as he takes that first pitch in there for ball 1.
Nelson, who was a part of that 3-run first inning for Pennsbury back on Friday, and he singled, came around to score as part of a 2-out rally that the Falcons were able to put together.
Hey, LJ.
So 1-0 pitch to Nelson. Takes for ball outside and low. So Nelson now ahead of the count, 2-0. And yeah, Jordan, like you said earlier, that wild pitch by Harrison, that pass ball, I shouldn't say wild pitch, but the pass ball is gravely bad now, as L.J. Nelson takes that pitch low and away for ball 3.
Yeah, and it really just goes to show that in games like this, just obviously a huge rivalry game with first place on the line, everything is magnified, and even something small like a wild pitch that didn't even allow the runner at third to come home, it could end up being really costly for your team.
So L.J. Nelson ahead of the count, 3-0. Takes that pitch for ball 4, so 4 straight pitch walk for L.J. Nelson.
Fox having a little bit of trouble with his command. He's consistently fallen behind hitters here in the second, and then a 4-pitch walk. If I'm Jordan Cerniak now, I'm probably taking this first one, just really honestly taking till Fox proves that he could throw a strike. Yeah, you don't want to help him out.
This Pennsbury team is so good right now. They're getting me a little tongue twisted there. At least that's my excuse. As now up to the plate is number 23 DH Jordan Zerniak as he takes that first pitch low for ball one. So 5 straight balls thrown so far right now for Ryan Fox. So that pitch from Fox just off the plate for ball 2.
And that's now 6 straight misses out of the strike zone. All of them have been either into lefties or away to righties. Fox pulling off a little bit too much, and that is what happens. That's the result when your arm kind of drags behind. You end up pulling those balls into lefties like that.
Ooh, so almost the exact same pitch there by Fox. That's called for strike 1.
Yeah, must have caught the corner there, and it turns out to be a good pitch. And
well, I thought the last pitch looked pretty good too, so for him to call that one a strike, you have to call at least one of them, I guess.
Yeah, and you hope for Fox that settles him down now, just getting that strike up on the board.
So the 2-1 pitch, low for ball 3, as that's ahead of him, as Harrison can't find it, looking around as the runner is going to advance by Joe Tiroli, but LJ Nelson doesn't advance, so we have runners on first and third right now.
Yeah, and heads up base running there by Tiroli. Harrison thought that ball scooted by him, and he actually ended up blocking it.
Yeah, and that's a tough one for a catcher because you have your peripherals kind of blocked with the mask. You're looking around. You don't know where it is. You keep hearing everybody saying, right there, right there. You don't know where right there is. As a former catcher, that's a tough play. 3-1 count from Fox in there for strike 2. So Fox draws his count full.
Yeah, now Nelson will be off from first base. Looks like Neshaminy's going to send somebody down to the bullpen to maybe start getting warmed up because it is a big pitch here. Chance to get out of the inning only down by 2 and let your bats go back to work.
Man on first and third, full count for Zerniak. And that's ball 4 as that gets away by Harrison. As Tiroli comes home and he's under the tag, safe as another Pennsbury run scores.
He just got his hand in there under that tag. It was a good play. That's exactly how you're taught to do it on the wild pitch. Just get to the ball and find your pitcher covering the plate. However, another wild pitch from this Neshaminy team proves costly. That's their 3rd of the game now. All 3 of those runs have now come around to score, and getting a lot of 3 action up on the box score right now.
Yeah, and if it's something I was always taught, you can't give extra outs or extra bases or they're going to come back and bite you in the butt. And right now, you've seen in this bottom of the second, it's coming back to bite Neshaminy. So now up to the plate, center fielder number 8, Charlie Cordisco, as Cordisco takes that first pitch low and away in the dirt for ball 1.
And that's a good play by Harrison to prevent another wild pitch. Fox definitely looks like he's a little out of rhythm right now with everything just being pulled off glove side.
1-0 count, and the pitch in there for strike 1.
Well, definitely looked like Cordisco. His approach in this game, or at least in this at-bat, was just take a pitch until Fox proves that he can throw a strike, so he gets a strike over there. Now Cordisco gets a chance to swing freely and really put up a crooked number and break this thing open a little bit early.
1-1 count. Just a bit outside, ball 2.
Here you go, kid. Here you go. Let's go.
So 2-1 count to center fielder Charlie Cordisco. As he swings and fouls that pitch back.
Now another chance for Fox to get out of this inning with at least somewhat limited damage, and another big pitch coming.
The battle now. Let's go, Ace. Find a way. Hey, stay sick, kid. Stay sick. Find a hole.
2-2 count. Fox with the pitch. Swung on. Up and out of play.
Hey, wait about. Let's go.
So Cordisco battling right now as he's fouled. 2 off. Back to back.
Hey, battle now. Come on.
Back to back. Two count, and the pitch just a bit high, so the count runs full for Charlie Cordisco.
And I would get more action on the base paths again with both runners being off. Already 27 pitches thrown in this inning for Fox, and it's an inning that started with 1 out already up on the board.
Full count pitch, and that is high, so another walk by Ryan Fox as he is struggling here in the bottom of the second.
Looks like we're going to get a pitching change.
Yes, it looks like we're getting a pitching change here. As the bases are loaded, we have 2 outs, as coming up to the plate is left fielder number 10, Jackson Freeman, as we are going to have a pitching change here. So we're going to step aside for just a quick minute, and then we'll get back here to the bottom of the second here at Vic Napolitano Field at Pennsbury High School.
McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The Villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown. Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
Spring is here, and it's time to view the world through Jammer Doors and Windows, a family-owned and operated local business since Babe Ruth started playing for the Yankees in the 1920s. And today, Jammer continues to swat home run sales, service and installation of garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows. Jammer Doors features rain or garage doors, steel or aluminum, and crafted for dependable, long-lasting service. Jammer Doors and Windows do their own work and installation using no subcontractors, saving you money. Avoid the big box stores and save with Jammer Doors and Windows. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1, Lawrenceville. Yardley showroom open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. So got a Neshaminy pitching change here, as now pitching for Neshaminy, number 14, Steve Martin.
Yeah, and Stephen Martin, he had come in and pitched the final 4 innings in Neshaminy's walk-off win on Wednesday over CB West. He was a real good pitcher in that one. It was 5-1. CB West, when he came in, he was able to slam the door and allow Neshaminy to complete a comeback that finished with a 6-5 walk-off win. Martin was also warming up back on Friday when Fox had struggled a little bit in the first inning, and now Fox just not able to get out of the second, and Martin in.
It's that first pitch from Martin in there for strike one. Yeah, and you look at Fox's numbers just today. Only went .1 innings, had 28 pitches, 16 of them were balls, only 8 of them were strikes. So just a rough ratio today, and coming in trying to continue what he was doing Friday. You knew it was going to be hard. So now up to the plate is left fielder number 10, Jackson Freeman, as he is now even the count, 1-1.
Yeah, it was clear that Fox kind of just didn't really have it today. You mentioned those 16 balls. I think pretty much all of them were pulled glove side, and that's again a way to righties into lefties. Yeah. Just couldn't find that arm slot, and Martin coming in, being asked to do a lot and settle this down.
1-1 count, swung on and fouled out of play by Freeman. So the count runs 1-2.
So far, a good job to get ahead by Martin. And if he's able to come in and really settle this down, I mean, this game obviously far from over, and Neshaminy still has 5 chances to bat, and they just scored 3 runs in the top of the second, so.
1-2 count, off-speed pitch, swung on and hit high in shallow right field as the second baseman, Bueno, is going to make that catch for the third out. So another big inning for Pennsbury baseball as they score another 3 runs, but they strand 3 runners on as we're going to go to the top of the third here at Pennsbury High School at Vic Napolitano Field.
Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
Former Philly Tommy Green, and here's the pitch. It's time to fill up your pool. BCWSA offers easy and cost-effective bulk water delivery throughout Bucks County for $180. They will deliver 5,500 gallons of clean water right to your pool. It's a faster way to fill your pool, and you won't have the increased sewer bill by filling it yourself. And if you're on well water, you won't need to worry about the well drying up. Call BCWSA today at 800-222-2068, extension 113, and schedule water delivery or visit bcwsa.net.
Today's Pennsbury baseball game is brought to you in part by the Parents Baseball Club, who ask you to come out and support our student athletes. The parents hope you enjoy today's game and would like to thank the Pennsbury community for their support. Also, you're listening to the McCaffrey Supermarket Game of the Day. McCaffrey Supermarket, exceptional every day in the Edwood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley, and in the Village of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road, Newtown. So, going to the top of the third inning, we have actually a new pitcher in for Pennsbury baseball as number 12, Caden Falcone, is in to pitch for Pennsbury. And Jordan, I know you weren't there to see it, but me and our statistician Ben here, great statistician he is, got to see a great performance by Caden Falcone as he pitched a no-hitter earlier in the season, as he was absolutely just dominant that game. I believe it was Ben Salem, right? I'm honestly not 100% sure on who it was. There's been so many great pitching performances by Pennsbury this year, but one of them was the Caden Falcone no-hitter earlier in the year. So he's coming in to this game with a 3-run lead as we go to the top of the third. So going to the top of the third, we have leadoff man for Neshaminy, number 3 center fielder Anthony Trommer. Trommer in the first inning grounded out to the second baseman.
Yeah, and just to go back and close the line on Keller Bradley, who started this game back on Friday. He went 2 innings, 3 runs, all earned for the freshman. So Falcone's got to come in and now try to control this Neshaminy lineup, because a 6-3 lead is good, but this is a very powerful Neshaminy offense, and 6-3, you're probably gonna need some more, obviously, good pitching, and 6-3 definitely isn't safe. So Falcone, a tough test coming in here.
Yeah, so our statistician Ben just researched it. It was Ben Salem who Caden got the no-hitter against. So that first pitch by Falcone in there for strike 1, as that one's in there for a little high for ball 1. So Neshaminy trying to continue the early work that they had last Friday, but going up a little bit of a tougher pitcher with a little bit more of an experience in Caden Falcone.
Yeah, you go from the freshman to the senior, Caden Falcone, a University of Pittsburgh commit.
I was just about to say, Jordan, not just any senior Caden is, he's a Pitt commit with Ryan Zuckerman, so he's going D1.
Think they're gonna room together out there in Pittsburgh?
If I was smart, I would. Just a little familiarity, but who knows? Trying to expand on the team, as that one's hit the third baseman Tiroli, as he has to charge that ball and make a beautiful running throw to Sam Lebrecht for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and Caden Falcone on his first batter does his job. We had mentioned that Keller Bradley had just been giving up a lot of hard contact back on Friday, and first batter that Falcone sees, able to get him to softly roll over to Tiroli at third.
So now up to the plate for the Neshaminy Skins, second baseman, number 9, Rob Del Bueno. Del Bueno in his first at-bat struck out looking to pitcher Keller Bradley. As we said, he has to go up with a little bit more experienced pitcher Caden Falcone, as that first pitch to Rob is high for ball number 1. 1-0 pitch, just a bit outside for ball 2.
You saw it there. Of course, Falcone doesn't have quite the velocity on his fastball that Bradley does, but he's able to command it.
He can really pinpoint it, just put it anywhere he wants.
And of course, that's the old adage, is a well-located fastball is the best pitch in baseball.
Yeah, well, for how well he can locate a fastball right now, he's gone behind in the count to Del Bueno 3-0, as he is trying to work behind in this count. So the pitch from Falcone in there, strike 1. And yeah, Falcone, like we said, he's got the pinpoint and the accuracy. He can just pretty much kind of put it in the glove of Schaefer, Boraski, wherever he puts it, he can really just put it there. As that pitch is low for ball 4. Called Boraski Schaefer there. Excuse me. They kind of look alike to me, so.
Maybe they both have the flow going.
Yeah. The Flow Bros.
There we go.
So now up to the plate for Neshaminy, left fielder number 27, Joel Bonner.
Bonner homered in that comeback walk-off win over CB West on Wednesday. He's been on fire for this team.
That first pitch high for ball 1. So all the talk we've talked about of Falcone and his command and his accuracy is really can't find his command and accuracy right now.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit of a feeling out process for him. You come in and it's a little obviously of a different situation, used to just starting a game, and I know you go through all your pregame warm-ups and all that, all the same as if you were just starting this like any old game, but baseball players are creatures of habit, and any little thing that throws them off, it could take a little bit to, refine that rhythm.
So the 2-0 count. Falcone with the pitch. Just a bit high as that. He's not missing by much.
Yeah, I was just about to say there have been a few pitches that have been, I guess, just off the plate, but some good takes by Neshaminy. And they've been able to get head in counts against a really good pitcher.
That pitch in there, strike 1.
Well, Bonner definitely thought that he had a walk there. It was a bit of a delayed call, but now he's got to regroup, still in a hitter's count. I expect to see another fastball here from Falcone. That's kind of what he's been pumping in there in any count. So got to locate it, though, because Bonner's the type of hitter that you do not want to miss.
So 3-1 count. That pitch swung on and fouled back.
And that was a good spot for that fastball on the outside part of the plate. Bonner was geared up for it, and a good job by Falcone to force him to foul it off, and now one pitch away from putting up a second out.
So runner on first, 1 out, full count. Falcone is set with his pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Bonner was late on that. You wonder if maybe he got in his own head a little bit, thinking that Falcone was going to come with something different. Instead, he just blows the heater right by him. And a great job to battle back. Found his rhythm a little bit there just in time after walking the previous batter on 5 pitches. Was in danger of walking Bonner on 4, but just was able to come back with some well-located fastballs like we had mentioned.
Ooh, Falcone trying to throw over to the runner on first and get him. Looked good, but umpire called him safe. So now up to the plate for Neshaminy. It's the DH, number 5, Jake Kozlowski.
Kozlowski, one of those 3 returning captains for this Neshaminy team. He had a walk-off hit over CB West on Wednesday in that game. You can tell they got a lot of middle-of-the-lineup production in that one.
Falcone thrown over again to first. That's the sign. The set. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch, just a bit high.
Falcone, I guess, tried something a little different there, ended up going with the slider to start him off, but unfortunately for him, just missed it, I guess, a little high.
That pitch is low as Baraski tries to snap back to the first, but not in time to try to get the runner.
Yeah, Del Bueno made that a little bit of a little tougher on him than it had to be by not sliding, instead going back in standing up, and they almost got that tag down in time.
So the 2-0 count to Kozlowski. The pitch in there, strike one.
Let him help you out there.
2-1 count to Kozlowski. Falcone with the pitch. Swung on, out of play. So Falcone able to battle back in the count to even at 2-2.
And you can tell for him that fastball command is going to be very big if he wants to go far in this game, because that's what he's been pumping early, and when he's missed, at least he's missed off the plate, because of course you don't want to miss right over the middle.
Another throw back over to first by Falcone.
And when Falcone's been on, it's been right on the black, so look for that fastball to just continue to play a major role for him in this one.
2-2 count. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. So to get out of that is Falcone really working his way back from every batter. But nonetheless, he's able to get back-to-back strikeouts to get out of that inning. We go to the bottom of the third here at Vic Napolitano Field.
McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown.
More than securing your home or business, BAI Security in Yardley now offers medical alerts for seniors. Trip or fall or homebound, these are the same medical alerts you see advertised on television, but now available from BAI Security and monitored locally 24/7 by BAI Security. BAI Security also offers fire extinguisher sales, maintenance, and inspection of fire extinguishers. For complete security, including wireless security systems, remote systems, fire alarm systems, carbon monoxide systems, and now medical alert systems, call BAI Security in Lower Bucks at 215-493-1414. Again, that's 215-493-1414. Or visit BAInow.com. Again, that's BAInow.com.
Great job by our statistician, Ben Goldstein, with that read. As we go to the bottom of the third, as now up to the plate is first baseman number 13, Sam Lebrecht. Sam takes that first pitch, swung on to left field, but that is going to be played and made the catch by Joel Bonner out there in left field.
Boy, Lebrecht hit that ball on a rope, was sitting first pitch fastball and got it, and unfortunately for him, just right out there, Bonner in left field.
Yeah, he couldn't have asked for a better hit there. Just Bonner played it perfectly, was put in the best spot. So now up to the plate for Pennsbury is catcher number 7, Tyler Baraski.
Yeah, and the hitting coaches always say that they are producers, not directors, so he got some hard contact there, and you just hope for Lebrecht that doesn't discourage him. He put a good swing on it, and that's the approach that you've got to have.
So that first pitch to Baraski is low for ball one, as another pass ball gets by Harrison. And as a former catcher, those are things I notice, and he has been having a little bit of trouble behind the plate controlling and corralling that balls.
Yeah,
those balls.
Of course, some of it has not really been his fault, as Fox was a little bit wild back in the second inning. That one just tipped off his glove, and fortunately for him, nobody's on.
So the 2-0 count to Baraski. Swung on up the middle, as that's going to get by the shortstop into center field for a single by Baraski.
Good job by Baraski to just go out there and poke that fastball up the middle. That's one where if you're trying to pull the ball, you'll end up rolling over probably with a shortstop, but he just stayed through it and hit it right back where it came from. And that'll turn the lineup over also.
So with a man on, like you said, Jordan, now up to the plate is leadoff man, number 2, second baseman James Schaefer.
Schaefer is third at bat in as many innings. That's a telltale sign that your offense is clicking.
Yeah, and Schaefer, one of the most dangerous bats in this lineup, because all he has to do is put bat on ball and put it into play, and he's got the speed to beat it out. So that first pitch swung on, rope to left field, as that's going to get over the Bonner's head, the left fielder, as Schaefer already around second. Coming in to score is Makora, as James Schaefer has a RBI double to put another one on the board for Pennsbury.
And boy, did Makora get a fantastic read on that. He was going right on contact, knew that ball was going to get over Bonner's head, and once it did, no chance.
And with the wheels Schaefer had, I didn't know if he was going to possibly test third there or not, but nonetheless, a big RBI double for James Schaefer.
And now it gives this man a chance with a runner in scoring position.
As you said, now up to the plate, number 25, shortstop Zuckerman, as he lines it up the middle, as Schaefer coming around third is going to score, as another RBI single, this time by Ryan Zuckerman.
I'll tell you what, these Pennsbury Falcons, they are not waiting around against Martin. They're sitting first pitch fastball, and they are getting it, putting good swings on it. And now a bit of a parade around the bases going on.
So now up to the plate is third baseman number 3, Joe Tiroli. Tiroli had a big 2 RBI single his last at bat.
Yeah, he got a hanging breaking ball and did not miss it.
As he gets another off-speed pitch there, as he takes that first pitch in there for strike 1.
Well, there you go. There's the adjustment by Martin, as he had recognized these Falcons hitters were just sitting first pitch fastball and letting it eat. He tries to mix it up with a breaking ball.
Martin snaps a throw over to first. As we have action in Neshaminy's Arm Barn. As it looks like number 17, Jimmy Seeds, is in the bullpen for Neshaminy warming up. But back to the at-bat at hand as Joe Tiroli takes that pitch for a ball, so it runs 1-1. So the pitch from Martin, off-speed pitch as the runner goes. As he's going to get in there cleanly, as that throw is wide high.
Yeah, throw kind of airmailed a little bit by Harrison. You wonder if maybe it slipped out of his hands, because I thought that he had a chance to throw out Zuckerman, who kind of spun his wheels when he had first started going to second base, but benefits from maybe a little bit of slippage.
Go, Joe. Hey.
2 2-1 pitch. Tiroli swung on in the left center gap as Zuckerman rounding third is going to score as another Pennsbury run comes in to score off another RBI Pennsbury single.
Yeah, well, the Falcons are just mashing right now with runners in scoring position. They're doing exactly what good offenses always do. They've been averaging 7 runs per game over their last 6. They've already got 9 in just 2 1/3 here today, and a huge part of that is just driving in those runners when they get into scoring position.
So as we are going to get another Neshaminy mound visit, as coming up to the plate for Pennsbury is right fielder number 9, LJ Nelson. As not sure if we're going to get another pitching change or if it's just going to be a quick mound visit.
Yeah, I've got to believe that this is probably just to try to settle his pitcher down. Looks like the coach is making a motion out to.
Yeah, I think this is a mound visit to try to quicken things up in the bullpen for Neshaminy, as everybody is just staring down to the bullpen by all these Neshaminy players at the pitching mound.
Yeah, I think his coach was kind of telling Seeds to get warmed up quickly, and here he comes.
So we are going to have a pitching change, as we are going to step aside and come back to you with more action on the WBCB Sports Network.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more. Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball. Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, 8919 New Falls Road, Levittown, owned and operated by third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo. Tyler uses the exact same recipes that his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. Try the only original Trenton tomato pie or other gourmet pizzas, including their mustard pie, soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, and homemade pasta dishes, all served in a very safe, clean environment. Eat in or take out. Call 215-943-2605. That's 215-943-2605. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza also does catering for all affairs. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road, Levittown, open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., Friday and Saturdays till 9 p.m., Sundays noon to 8:30 p.m., and is closed on Mondays.
So now coming into pitch for Neshaminy is number 17, left-hander Jimmy Seeds, as he replaces Martin, as Martin had somewhat of an efficient inning, not really as much, as he had a lot of hits and a lot of runners on.
Yeah, Martin, who was coming off of 4 scoreless innings in a game last week, was not efficient in this one at all.
So that first pitch to LJ Nelson is wild, as that skips in the dirt away from the catcher Harrison, as Tiroli's going to advance the base, as LJ Nelson now has a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, not a good sign for Neshaminy. Of course, that has been kind of their Achilles heel so far, is those wild pitches which have allowed Pennsbury to get runners in scoring position and get them home. And first pitch here from Seeds does just that. You got to feel a little bit bad for Harrison behind the plate. There's not much he could do on a lot of these pitches.
That second pitch in the dirt, as Tiroli's going to advance another base, get in there safely, as Harrison is just having a struggle bust kind of day behind the plate.
Yeah, that one he was able to knock down a little bit better, but just really good heads-up base running. That's the other thing. Some of these balls haven't gotten too far from Harrison, but give credit to the Falcons because they've been able to get great reads, and they've been able to get runners around the bases that way too, and now Neshaminy forced to bring their infielders in. Man.
Another low pitch there in the dirt, but that one able to corralled by Harrison.
That's 3 straight in the dirt coming out of the pen. You typically want your bullpen arms to come in and pound the zone, and it's just not what's happening right now for Neshaminy.
JBL lights, let's go!
So now all Pennsbury really needs is a pop-up sacrifice, as that 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. So as the infield is playing up, anything through the hole is easily going to score, and anything deep enough in the air will score as a sacrifice.
Yeah, and like you said, this is where Nelson's got to just, think elevate and get a good pitch.
As that pitch low and outside for ball 4, as LJ Nelson just rounding the corner as he is going to steal second. Never looked up, just kept rounding the base. He knew what he was doing the whole time.
Yeah, and Neshaminy, I guess, just getting a little laxed out there on defense, and more heads-up base running by this Falcons offense. They're doing all the little things right now, and it's paying off for them big time.
Yeah, and as a former player, I had that type of feeling. In these type of scenarios, they tell you to be aggressive, especially with the walk. And if you think the pitcher isn't looking at you, and LJ Nelson realizing that, gets the walk. As soon as he throws that bats down, I saw him beating it down the box and down the line, and I knew he was rounding that corner and going to second.
Yeah, you wonder if maybe that was something he was thinking about during his at-bat, that, hey, if I get a walk, I'm going to see if I can catch these fielders napping.
Yeah, especially since they're playing up. It's going to be hard for one of those middle infielders to try to cover second base. So now up to the plate, swinging and missing on that first pitch is 23 DH Jordan Zerniak.
Come on, team. 2-3, let's go, Ted. Hey, Jim. Let's 1, 2, 3. Come on, Jeremy.
So the 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2.
Well, good job by Seeds now so far against Zerniak, throwing 2 good pitches low and getting him to swing over top.
So an 0-2 count to Zerniak, trying to battle here. And the pitch, swung on and fouled down the right line.
Well, Zerniak sees those 2 runners out there and understands how good that his teammates have been with runners in scoring position. He's looking to get his right now.
2-3, come on. You got this. See it off the back. Come on, you got it. Let's go.
So Seeds with the 0-2 count. Set and the pitch. High in there for ball 1.
Hey, use your side, Jared. Come on, keep that headed.
So 1-2 count to Zerniak. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, off-speed pitch. Struck him out.
Yeah, beautiful curveball there by Seeds. That started, it looked almost like in at the body of Zerniak and just broke all the way down and away. And not much you could do there as a hitter.
So that is the second out of the inning. And it's been a while since that first out, as the first out was committed by Sam Lebrecht, the leadoff man. As now up to the plate is center fielder number 8, Charlie Cordisco. That first pitch to Cordisco is high for ball 1.
Hey, go, babe. Go, Charles. Hey, come on, this. Go, babe. Yeah. Hey, Jim.
So 1-0 count.
Hey, just go.
And the pitch. Another ball in there high.
I wonder if maybe the lefty-on-lefty matchup with Zerniak was a little bit of a confidence boost for Seeds out there, as now, again, against the righty here, Cordisco looks like he's having a little bit more trouble with the command.
2-0 pitch. In there, strike 1 by Seeds.
Hey, now we hit, okay, we're good.
So Cordrisco getting told by his coach Pacey that that's not you, because that one was low and inside. Still though with a hitter's count is Cordisco. I see to get his pitch. And he's set. Swung on and missed.
Jimmy!
You got him now. Let's go, Charlie.
Now you got to figure Seed's probably going to come back with that fastball here as he was able to blow it by Cordisco. Don't want to give him anything that'll speed up his bat.
So the count is even, 2-2. 2 outs, 2 runners on, as they try to pick off the runner, but they try to throw home as Tiroli steals the base. So they try to throw back to second and pick off Nelson, but as soon as he turned around and tried to pick him off, both runners were off, and Tiroli able to score.
Yeah, and that was a set play because Tiroli was off immediately on the throw, and there was just no chance to get him at home. Yeah, that was a set play, and again, Pennsbury, it goes back to just doing the little things right.
Yeah, maybe Pennsbury had an idea if something was coming after the coach was telling the pitcher to communicate with the middle infield, so you maybe had an idea that maybe like a pickoff play or something like that was coming. But yeah, just perfected perfectly by Joe Tiroli and LJ Nelson there, as Pennsbury gets on the board again, as they haven't scored anything below 3 runs in an inning so far today.
An offense that came in hot, and they've just gotten even hotter as this one's gone on both days that this game has been played.
So Cordisco still with a 2-2 count, as that pitch swung on and fouled back.
That was actually another one on that previous play that Tiroli scored on, where Harrison couldn't find the ball. He thought the ball was behind him, but it was actually sitting almost right on top of home plate. And he's fortunate that Nelson didn't come around to score as well.
So that pitch swung on and missed for the 3rd out of the inning, but in another efficient inning by Pennsbury, as they lead this game 10-3 as we go to the top of the 4th. As stick around as we get back here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Former Philly Tommy Green, and here's the pitch. It's time to fill up your pool. BCWSA offers easy and cost-effective bulk water delivery throughout Bucks County for $180. They will deliver 5,500 gallons of clean water right to your pool. It's a faster way to fill your pool, and you won't have the increased sewer bill by filling it yourself. And if you're on well water, you won't need to worry about the well drying up. Call BCWSA today at 800-222-2068, extension 113, and schedule water delivery, or visit bcwsa.net.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems, and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
More than securing your home or business, BAI Security in Yardley now offers medical alerts for seniors. Trip or fall or homebound, these are the same medical alerts you see advertised on TV, but now available from BAI Security and monitored locally 24/7 by BAI Security. BAI Security also offers fire extinguisher sales, maintenance, and inspection of fire extinguishers. For complete security, including wireless security systems, remote systems, fire alarm systems, carbon monoxide systems, and now medical alert systems, call BAI Security in Lower Bucks at 215-493-1414 or visit BAInow.com. Today's Pennsbury baseball game is brought to you in part by the parents of Pennsbury Baseball Club, who ask you to come out and support our student athletes. The parents hope you enjoyed today's game and would like to support and thank you for supporting the Pennsbury community. So now up to the plate for Neshaminy's third baseman, number 13, Luke Hardknock. As Hardknock had to go against Keller Bradley, but now going against Caden Falcone, as that pitch just misses, not by much, for ball one.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, back on Friday, Hard Knock had a hard knock as part of that 3-run second inning that the Skins put together.
Yeah, RBI double. Very hard hit.
Let's go!
So the 1-1 count. As that pitch is swung on and hit to the second baseman Schaefer, as he is able to make that play cleanly.
So again, Falcone starts another inning with a ground out.
So after the first out of the inning, now coming up to the plate is catcher number 1, or number 7, Robert Harrison. Can't even read my own handwriting, boys. But that pitch, first pitch to him, swung on and hit to the shortstop Zuckerman, as he is able to make that play also look easy and clean.
Yeah, so far a much more efficient inning for Falcone out on the mound, as he threw 21 pitches in that third inning, and right now just 3 to retire the first 2 here in the fourth.
Yeah, now coming up to the plate, right fielder number 21, Mike Amrine. Excuse me. So that first pitch to Amrine is swung on and fouled back.
Looked like there was a race between the Neshaminy hitter and on deck and Falcons ball boy. It's Coach Pesci's son, or Pacey's son, and he was able to win that race.
Good old Mac. So that 0-1 pitch just high for ball 1.
Almost called him Pesci. Could you imagine if that was how you pronounce his last name?
Pacey.
Could you imagine if it was Pesci? He'd be Joe Pesci. Like the actor?
Maybe, yeah, it would be. I wonder if he gets that a lot. Should ask him, Jordan.
I'll tell you what, that's what when I first saw his name, when I'd done my first Pennsbury game, that's how I thought you pronounced it, and I was like, it's a little bit of a coincidence there.
So the 1-1 count. And the pitch swung on. Hard play by Tiroli, but Zuckerman gets it and just tries to toss it over to Lebrecht, as that was going to be a hard play to begin with. But Amrine able to beat out the play as he gets a single.
Yeah, and more weak contact on the ground forced by Falcone. That one just in an unfortunate spot. There would have been obviously nothing Zuckerman could have done with that, as it got past Tiroli. I don't even know if Tiroli would have been able to make the play throwing across his body like that.
Yeah, so now up to the plate for Neshaminy, first baseman number 22, Brandon Law. Law, a freshman that just got called up not long ago, as Neshaminy was having a little struggles over there at first base. But Law taking that first pitch in there for strike 1. Takes that pitch for ball 1.
Well worked.
That pitch just a bit outside for ball 2.
Let's go.
2-1 pitch swung on and missed.
He was way late on that fastball, and I think Falcone, he definitely noticed that. Let's see if he comes back with it again.
Falcone tries to pick off the runner at first, but he's able to get back in time. So the 2-2 count, the payoff pitch swung on and got him. So Falcone able to get out of that inning with nothing really phasing him as he puts one runner on, but is able to strike out for the third out as we are going to the bottom of the fourth as Pennsbury still leads 10-3 as we're going to keep it here. Don't forget, spring is here, and it is time to view the world through Jammer Doors and Windows, a family-owned and operated local business since Babe Ruth started playing for the Yankees in 1920. And today, Jammer continues to SWAT home run sales, service and installation of garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows. Jammer Doors features rain or garage doors, steel or aluminum, and crafted for dependable, long-lasting service. Jammer Doors and Windows do their own work and installation using no subcontractors, saving you money. Avoid the big box stores and stay with Jammer Doors and Windows. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1, Lawrence Yardley. Showroom open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. That's 215-493-7709. Don't forget, you're also listening to the McCaffrey's Food Market Supermarket Game of the Day. McCaffrey Supermarket, exceptional every day in the Edward Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley, and in the Village of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road, Newtown. So now coming up to the plate is left fielder number 10, Jackson Freeman.
We talked a little bit earlier, Gus, just obviously how big this game is in terms of the standings, with the winner being outright in first place in the division. And as we come down the stretch, games like this mean all that much more, with Pennsbury having just 5 games remaining after this, and 4 of them against division opponents. Neshaminy also with 4 games remaining against division opponents.
So that first pitch to Freeman is taken for ball 1.
And just so far, the Falcons have really come to play a little bit better as they've executed on just about all facets of the game. Had one bad pitching inning, but maybe you can credit a little bit of that to some wet weather. And other than that, they've just been raking on offense and finding holes and just getting runners home and not leaving anybody out there on the bases.
So the 1-1 count is now a 2-1 count, as that pitch is in there for 0-2. 2-1 pitch in there, strike 2.
Go, Jeb. Hey, work, Jed. Go, Jackson.
Jackson Freeman fouling that pitch back as he battles. So 2-2 count, and the pitch in there, low for ball 3. So Freeman able to draw the count full.
Now going to get the signs relayed to him by Joe Pacey.
Come on, Jim, you got it. Jim, right here, Jim. Hey, Jim, hey, Jim.
Battle time, battle.
Hey, Jim. Go, Jack. Let's go, bud. Hey, have a good one, 3. Let's go. Gotta protect it. Come on, buddy. Come on, keep it up here. Let's go, let's go.
So Jackson Freeman has a full count as he gets the payoff pitch, and that ball is in there high as he draws a walk.
Yeah, good at bat there by Freeman to lead off this inning. Pennsbury, what do you know? Another guy on early.
So now up to the plate for the Pennsbury Falcons, it's first baseman number 13, Sam Lebrecht.
Yeah, Lebrecht in that last inning hit one right on the nose. Unfortunately for him, it was right at the left fielder. And if he puts that same swing on a pitch here that he did last inning, I think he's going to be able to find some better contact, better.
As he drops that bunt down right in front of the catcher, as he is able to advance the runner.
Or you could just drop a bunt down and play the small ball game. The way Pennsbury's been driving in runs with runners in scoring position, probably not the worst idea there.
So now up to the plate for the catcher, for the Pennsbury is catcher number 7, Tyler Boraski.
Okay, Boraski's had a good day today with a couple of runs scored.
As that first pitch to Boraski is in there for ball 1.
Or just to correct that, I guess it wasn't him who had the run scored. It was courtesy runner Americana, but he's had a good day at the plate, has Boraski today.
Yes. 1-0 count. That pitch is low for ball 2. And yeah, as a former catcher myself who would always get courtesy runners, I like to consider myself like, without you getting on base, he couldn't have scored. So it's like a team effort.
That's exactly right. This is a team game.
So Boraski now ahead of the count, 2-0. So that pitch is high for ball 3.
I'll tell you what, Boraski, he's the 9-hole hitter in this one. And this is his third at bat in 3 1/3 innings.
So 3-0 count as that pitch is outside. A 4-pitch walk by Boraski.
And now he gets to head back to the dugout and get his catcher's gear back on. Americana going out to be a courtesy runner once again.
As we have more action in the Neshaminy bullpen, aka the Arm Barn, as 16 Chase Bonner is going out to warm up. As that is, if he comes into this game, will be the 4th Neshaminy pitcher to pitch in this game. So now up to the plate for Pennsbury, the leadoff man, second baseman number 2, James Schaefer. Schaefer takes that first pitch high for ball 3. Ball 1, excuse me. Where did I say 3 from? Schaefer, his last at bat though, had an RBI double.
Yeah, you know, there have been a lot of 3s in this game, just in terms of the runs up on the board and the counts. So
Schaefer hits that to the shortstop. Able to go to second with the first out, but not able to get the double play at first.
yeah, Schaefer just runs too well. It was hit right out there at shortstop, but with Schaefer's speed, not much you can do. And it's always big to have a guy that can beat balls like that out because it extends the inning for Zuckerman.
So now up to the plate, the big bat, the shortstop, number 25, Ryan Zuckerman. Zuckerman able to get on base every time he's been up, but only is credited for 2 hits. As the second at bat he got on due to a fielder's choice. But 2 RBIs for the day, as one of them was the big first inning home run. As that is the second pitch over to the first baseman to keep Schaefer honest.
Well, of course, last inning, Pennsbury put on some trickery in the running game, and gotta obviously keep Schaefer close here, because if they try to put on a play where maybe he goes to second and tries to get himself caught in a rundown to bring home Americana.
That pitch taken in there for strike 1.
Or Freeman, excuse me, out there at third base.
Base hit here, Buck. Come on, buddy. Keep that head. See it off the bat. What's the game? Stand it. Number 4. Ask him after the game. Go, Jimmy. Go,
So the 0-1 count. Zuckerman takes the pitch. Off-speed pitch that runs high.
5-4-2. 5-4-2. Let's go, Jim. Hey, 2-5.
1-1 count. Seeds steps off. Not feeling comfortable on there as he is not liking Schaefer on first right now. And he's able to keep a real good eye on him as he is the lefty. But nonetheless, here's the pitch. Just a bit outside for ball 2.
Yeah, now this is where the Falcons have done their work, ahead in counts. And another shot here.
So Zuckerman in a hitter's count, 2-1. And the pitch in there, strike 2.
Good pitch, 2-1, able to paint the black. That clipboard's coming in handy today, Gus, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Jordan handed me his clipboard as this wind is whipping these papers around. So 2-2 count and the pitch low in the dirt as Schaefer's going to advance and steal the base as Zuckerman now has 2 runners in scoring position.
Schaefer got a great jump. The pitch was in the dirt, but there would have been nothing that Harrison behind home plate could have done either way.
Especially with the speed that Schaefer has, even with a solid pop time, good throw, it would always be close with Schaefer. But Zuckerman, full count, payoff pitch in there, strike 3. As Zuckerman leaves 2 men on, Neshaminy able to get out of that jam. As we are going to go to the top of the 5th as Pennsbury still leads 10-3.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more. Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball. Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
You're listening to the McCaffrey Supermarket Game of the Day. McCaffrey Supermarket, exceptional every day in the Edwards Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley, and in the Village of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road, Newtown. As we are going to the top of the 5th here at Vic Napolitano Field at Pennsbury High School, as Pennsbury has taken a commanding lead in this game and has not looked back after that second inning as they took the 6-3 lead and then add 4 more on as they lead this game 10-3.
Yes, Seeds last inning was able to put up the first 0 on the board for Neshaminy this entire game, and now let's see if that can carry over to their offense.
So now to the plate for Neshaminy, shortstop number 4, Michael Morrow. Morrow takes that first pitch low for ball 1.
Morrow, another one of those returning captains. Neshaminy returned 7 starters this season, mostly juniors, so this is an experienced group, and they're not going to give up just because they're down 10-3. This is a quick strike offense as well, and Pennsbury cannot take their foot off the gas because still a lot of baseball to be played.
So that second pitch by Falcone is in the dirt for ball 2.
Nice and smooth out there. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
So the 2-0 count and the pitch in there, strike 1.
Well, Falcone had settled in pretty nicely his last inning, forced weak contact after having a little bit of trouble in the third, but was able to get out of that, not allowing a run. And you hope for Pennsbury that he's able to continue roll over what he had in the fourth.
So that pitch in there high as a check swing by Morrow. He did not go. So 3-1 count as that pitch in there. Strike two as Falcone gets back in the count to make it full.
You know, I'll tell you what, 3-1 pitch, that looked like a pretty good one to hit. You don't really know if Moore was expecting a breaking ball, but down by 7, I think you got to be sitting fastball on that count.
As the payoff pitch there is low for ball 4, as Neshaminy is able to get a lead-off walk to start this 5th inning. So now up to the plate, a center fielder, number 3, Anthony Trommer. Trommer has grounded out his last 2 times at bat, his only 2 times at bat. That first pitch to him is high for ball 1. That pitch hit off the end of the bat. It's going to be hard for the third baseman, Tiroli, but he's able to charge the ball and make a play at first.
What a play by Tiroli. When that came off the bat, I thought that they had no chance out there in the field and that Trommer was going to have himself a little bloop single, but Tiroli, credit to him, able to charge that one real nicely and make the strong throw, and that's a big first out.
So the first out was committed there, but able to advance the runners in Neshaminy. So with a runner in scoring position, now up to the plate is second baseman number 9, Rob Del Bueno. Rob was able to get on his last at bat with a walk, but was stranded there over at first base. So that first pitch to Del Bueno, a beautiful off-speed pitch, got Del Bueno swinging and missing.
Yeah, he missed that by what, maybe 2 feet? He was sitting fastball and he was swinging no matter what, and instead Falcone broke the slider off and had him way out in front.
0-1 count. Another off-speed pitch in there. Strike 2.
And now a good job by Falcone recognizing that Del Bueno probably sitting fastball, throws another slider, and now you wonder if maybe he'll triple up here to try to get the strikeout.
So Falcone ahead of the count. 0-2 is set. And the pitch. Another off-speed pitch low in the dirt. Swung on for strike 3 as Boraski dropped third strike. Gets the out at first as the runner doesn't advance too. As there's 2 outs, still runner on second. With now up to the plate, left fielder number 27, Joel Bonner.
Yeah, and of course nowhere near out of this inning, but just a great job by Falcone to have the confidence to triple up with the slider. And
yeah, 3 straight. You saw that first one, it's like, I'm not throwing anything else. So that first pitch to Bonner, high for ball 1.
Hey, right downhill, right downhill. Hey, Joel, hey. Come on, you and Ty there, right to that glove. Come on, pal. Hey, Joel.
1-0 pitch. Just a bit low for ball 2. And Falcone having a very, very successful day so far. Only has put 3 runners on, with 2 of them coming by walk, so only giving up 1 hit so far today.
Yeah, the control has been a little bit iffy, but when it's been on, he's been able to really locate his fastball real well, force a lot of weak contact, and of course mix that slider in there too.
That pitch swung on and fouled back. As Mac Pacey has no shot for that foul ball.
Let's go!
So 2-1 count. And the pitch. Swung on off-speed pitch, fouled off the foot.
Had had him out in front of that one, but Bonner just able to make contact, and fortunately it didn't look like it hit him square in the foot, because those certainly are painful. It looked like maybe it just hit him off the edge of the toe.
So after that foul pitch, the count runs 2-2. Runner on second, 2 outs. As Falcone with the payoff pitch. Off-speed pitch, foul tipped into the Boraski's mitt. As Falcone, having another great inning, gets out of that, strikes 2 men out. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, Pennsbury still leads 10-5.
Former Philly Tommy Green, and here's the pitch. It's time to fill up your pool. BCWSA offers easy and cost-effective bulk water delivery throughout Bucks County for $180. They will deliver 5,500 gallons of clean water right to your pool. It's a faster way to fill your pool, and you won't have the increased sewer bill by filling it yourself. And if you're on well water, you won't need to worry about the well drying up. Call BCWSA today at 800-222-2068, extension 113, and schedule water delivery, or visit bcwsa.net.
DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, 8919 New Falls Road, Levittown, owned and operated by third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo. Tyler uses the exact same recipes that his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. Try the only original Trenton tomato pie or other gourmet pizzas, including their mustard pie soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, and homemade pasta dishes, all served in a very safe, clean environment. Eat in or take out. Call 215-943-2605. That's 215-943-2605. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza also does catering for all affairs. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road, Levittown. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Friday and Saturdays till 9 p.m. and Sundays noon to 8:30 p.m. and closed on Mondays.
As we go to the bottom of the 5th, as coming up to lead off is third baseman number 3, Joe Tiroli.
And now let's see how Seeds operates against the middle of this Pennsbury lineup. Was able to put up the first 0 of the game up in the box score for the Skins back in the 4th, and he's got a little bit of a tougher test to face right here, but got to believe his confidence level's a little bit higher than some of his teammates that have come in.
So behind in the count is Tiroli as he takes that first pitch for a strike. And he looks at the second pitch as that is a ball 1.
Hey, roll. Hey, Fritz. Start this off, babe.
So Tiroli with the 1-1 count. Swung on, driven, deep center field. As that's going to get over the center fielder's head. As Tiroli, rounding first, is going to hit the brakes at second. As Tiroli leads off the 5th inning with a double.
Yeah, a little surprised they had the outfield playing so shallow and Tiroli able to just hit it over their heads. And I thought he was going to end up on third the way he was flying, but I guess up 7 you play it safe and pulls into second with a leadoff double.
So now coming up to the plate for Pennsbury baseball is the right fielder, number 9, LJ Nelson. LJ has gotten on every single at-plate appearance, 2 walks and a single.
Yeah, the middle of this lineup has really been producing today for the Falcons, and they started off again here.
As that first pitch to Nelson in there, strike 1. Second pitch to Nelson is low in the dirt for ball 1.
Well, you can tell what dugout has all the energy right now, and it's these Falcons who are over here just to our right. They're into every pitch.
And why wouldn't you with the lead in the game that they've had?
Yeah, I'm sure all those emotions have been building up over the last 3 days, and to come out and do what they've done so far has been real impressive.
Nelson swinging on and fouls, tips that back for strike 2.
now. Let's go. Battle 9, let's go.
So Nelson behind the count, 1-2. Seeds is set. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of play.
That was a little close to hitting Principal Meadows as he walks over here.
Is that the new principal for Pennsbury?
Yeah, he's been at East.
Was he there when I was there?
I don't know. I mean, he was there. I graduated in 2021, and
I don't remember.
he was the East principal for the entire time I was there. Another wild pitch.
So another wild pitch as that ball gets away from Harrison as Tiroli is going to advance to third. See, I never got in trouble, so I never met the principals or anything like that.
I just saw his name on the. I would always see his name just on the the staff list.
Thankfully, I didn't meet the principals very much. I didn't. Ben Goldstein, our statistician's giving me a hard time. I didn't get in trouble, Ben. Trust me. So 2-2 count. Swung on and missed. A big strikeout there. As now up to the plate for Pennsbury is the DH, number 23, Jordan Zerniak.
You see that Nelson just flipped his bat to Zerniak. They're using the same bat now. Have they been doing that? Have you noticed?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I know Zerniak has been using this bat.
I mean, obviously the strikeout there, but it's had a lot of hits in it so far in this game.
First pitch of Zerniak swung on and fouled into the mitt.
Low chip. Come on, once you get a piece here, Zern. Come on, push it out. Back on property. Turn around.
Do a job, let's go.
Back on property. She said she was foul.
So the 0-1 pitch. High in there for ball one. So Zerniak with the 1-1 count. One out, runner on third. And the pitch. High, another pitch in there, high for ball two.
Hey, 2-3.
Two, 1 count. The pitch driven right down the third base line over the third baseman's head as Tiroli's going to come in and score easily as Zerniak rounds first in there for a sliding double.
How about that aggressiveness by Jordan Zerniak? He was smelling double right off the bat, and he would not be denied. Just got his hand in there ahead of the slide, and what do you know, another hit with runners in scoring position for the Falcons in this one.
After that big RBI double by Jordan Zerniak, now coming up to the plate is center fielder number 8, Charlie Cordisco.
All right, hey, come on now. Stay back. Find a hole.
So Cordisco in a big opportunity here as he takes that first pitch high for ball one, as that was just the 50th pitch for Seeds.
And I believe what a home run here, Gus, would be a mercy rule as we've hit the 5th inning.
Yeah, we were getting close to that. That pitch swung on and fouled back.
You know, it'd always be interesting to see a walk-off home run up by 10 in the 5th. I think that's what we would have, though.
Yeah, that would be an interesting case. That'd be funny.
The non-walk-off walk-off.
So the 1-1 count. Pickoff move, but holds on to it is Seeds.
Yeah, Seeds looked like he got caught in between there, and it looked like he was considering maybe turning and throwing to his left, and then kind of had to come back and throw it the other way, and ended up not letting go of it at all. And they might have had a chance out there. Zerniak was kind of leaning.
That pitch just catches the inside corner for strike 2.
sweet.
So the 1-2 count to Cordisco. Swung on, hit in the gap with a shortstop and third baseman. Zerniak going to round third, but be held.
And again, that's a result just of being up 8 runs. I think Zerniak certainly had a chance to score on that one, but up by 8, you play it safe, and the way this Falcons offense has been rolling, you figure holding a runner at third with 1 out, probably not the worst thing.
Especially with only 1 out here. You have man on first and third now with 1 out. Big opportunity, but now up to the plate is left fielder number 10, Jackson Freeman.
Well, now with a double in the gap, sends us home.
So the first pitch to Freeman, a high for ball 1.
And now a single does. It's Cordisco advanced.
So Cordisco, after sweeping that bag, we have 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out. So a single in play would easily score 2. Especially with how big of a lead he has over there at second. Taking a page out of Castellanos' book. That second pitch to Freeman is another high ball.
I was at a couple of the games earlier this season when Castellanos would go about halfway down the line, and it was fun to watch. The first time he did it, I was like, what is he doing? But it actually ended up paying off for the Phillies.
It's funny, too. You think about it. He's that far, and he's still the closest one to the bag.
Yeah, I guess when third baseman is shifted over as far as he was, it allows you to get that big of a lead. And
it's a 3-0 count. That is another 4-pitch walk as Pennsbury's going to load the bases.
And now Sam LeBret coming up, and it would be kind of a nice moment for him if he could find a way to end this.
Especially on a day like today where we're continuing with Friday, our Coaches versus Cancer, as Sam LeBret is battling sarcoma, and what a day it would be if he's able to walk this thing off here during the Coaches versus Cancer game. What a moment it would be.
Yeah, and he's been hitting the ball hard today, and all you need really is just one into the outfield and let these Falcons run or fly.
LeBret smashes it to the second baseman as that's a 4-6-3 double play as Neshaminy is able to get out of that inning off a beautiful double play. We're going to go to the top of the 6th here at Pennsbury High School. So stay with us on the WBCB Sports Network.
Former Philly Tommy Green, and here's the pitch. It's time to fill up your pool. BCWSA offers easy and cost-effective bulk water delivery throughout Bucks County for $180. They will deliver 5,500 gallons of clean water right to your pool. It's a faster way to fill your pool, and you won't have the increased sewer bill by filling it yourself. And if you're on well water, you won't need to worry about the well drying up. Call BCWSA today at 800-222-2068, extension 113, and schedule water delivery, or visit bcwsa.net.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems, and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
Pennsbury Falcons leading a huge game against one of their bitter rivals, Neshaminy Skins, as they lead this game 11-3 as we go to the top of the 6th as Caden Falcone still on the mound and still his dominant self. He's done it all season and he's doing it today, Jordan.
Yeah, and we've talked a lot about this Falcons offense, and rightfully so. They've put up 11 runs in 5 innings, but how about the job Falcone has done coming in here in the 3rd inning, as that's the first inning that Pennsbury's pitching today, with, of course, this game being rain suspended from Friday. And they could not have asked for a better outing so far. from Falcone. He has just been great. He's located his pitches real nicely, and he's allowed this Falcons offense to really get out to the huge lead that they've gotten out to.
So now up to the plate is DH number 5, Jake Kozlowski.
And these are the spots you want Kozlowski up in with nobody on leading off an inning.
Kozlowski takes that first pitch in there for ball. And yeah, in that second inning, when Neshaminy scored their 3 runs, Kozlowski was the leadoff man and started that inning with a leadoff single. So maybe try to get that mojo again going here in the 6th. As that off-speed pitch just missed outside.
Keep the pitches tight. Go back now. Go boy.
2-0 pitch in there, strike 1.
Yeah, good 2-0 pitch, able to zip that fastball in at the knees. If Kozlowski was swinging at that, he would have rolled into another ground ball, another ground out.
2-1 count. The pitch to Falcone, fouled out of play towards us. So 2-2 count here to Kozlowski. So Falcone is set, and the pitch just misses, doesn't miss by much.
Yeah, just, I guess, off the plate away there by Falcone, and that's something he's done real nicely. He's been able to shoot the corners in this one, and just a tad off right there.
That pitch swung on and smashed down the third base line, but it is a foul ball.
Yeah, just missed what would have been a great start to this inning, but now got to regroup and do it again. It'll be interesting now to see how Falcone attacks him, because he was right on that fastball and just a little bit out in front. But that's been the pitch that has worked for him so far, so it'll be interesting here if he comes back with a fastball and maybe tries to get him to chase a slider.
So after that long foul ball, the count's still full. Falcone set and pitch. Swung on, hit out of play, foul.
Well, he did come back with that fastball, and Kozlowski able to spoil it off and live to see another pitch.
So still full count. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play again. So 3 foul balls as Kozlowski is battling.
Yeah, and this is where baseball really becomes a mental game, where you're locked in a battle here, pitcher, batter, and Falcone's been able to just continue to come with fastballs, and Kozlowski's been able to just foul them off, and it's just kind of just thinking, if you're Kozlowski, what are you coming with? Fastball, slider. Conversely, if you're Falcone, what's he sitting on? That fastball, that slider.
As that full count payoff pitch is high for ball 4. So Kozlowski able to draw a walk, and Neshaminy's able to get the leadoff man on.
Yeah, and a real good at bat there by Kozlowski. Falcone comes back with another fastball. Unfortunately for him, just missed it high, and Neshaminy gets their leadoff guy on, and that's what they need right now. They need base runners first and foremost, with just 2 innings left in this one, down by 8.
Hey, throw a ground ball, let's go.
So now up to the plate for the Neshaminy Skins. Third baseman number 13, Luke Hardknock.
Hey, 1-3.
As that first pitch to him is ground down the third base line. It's going to stay fair, as Tiroli is not going to have a play.
Well, that was hard knock with anything but a hard knock, but it works just the same for him as he gets on base. That almost looked like it hit the chalk, maybe like the edge of the chalk, and bounced back fair, as it looked like it was headed towards foul
that had
territory.
a weird ball path as it did. Like you said, it looked like it was going left, and then all of a sudden made a right turn. Could have had some crazy English on it.
Good 12.
Yeah, of course, you get jammed like that. The spin on the ball also comes into play as well.
as Ben Goldstein, our statistician, doesn't know what English on a ball means. You ever play pool, Ben? English is the spin on the ball. So you know your favorite sport, soccer, how they can curve the ball and put spin on it? It's called putting English on it. Look it up. But
Soccer is not my favorite sport.
we have a mound visit here by Coach Joe Pacey, trying to calm things down by Falcone, who's had a excellent day, to say the least.
Yeah, and of course here just a walk and kind of a weak contact in no man's land single has Neshaminy with their first two guys on. And I think this is probably just trying to settle him down and make sure that Falcone, who has been so great today, make sure he just doesn't get rattled because of this, and just tell him to keep making his pitches because they've worked. It's just a ball after a good battle, a ball four after a good battle, and then a weak ground out single shouldn't really discourage him too much.
So after that mound visit by head coach Joe Pacey, we are back in action, as now up to the plate is catcher number 7, Robert Harrison. As that first pitch to Harrison is swung out of play. As actually we have a pinch hitter. As now up to the plate is number 15, Andrew Plen. So Plen with the first pitch, foul back. So that pitch is low for ball 1.
Let's go, Caden. Good work.
So the 1-1 count. As that pitch swung on and missed by Plen for strike 2.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. I think Plen probably just maybe sitting off speed and was unable to catch up to that fastball.
So Falcone ahead in the count, 1-2. Set. And the pitch. Swung on, it hit foul to the right side.
Yeah, look out over there. Fortunately, that one hit the fence, but that was coming in hot.
So 1-2, the payoff pitch. Off speed, hit high in the infield as Schaefer is going to make the catch, as they call it, the infield fly rule.
Yeah, making the catch for good measure there to Schaefer, and a good job by Falcone, able to come with an off-speed pitch. A little surprised after he had the batter way behind on 2 fastballs, but he's able to put it in a good spot and able to force the pop out.
Keep working, 12.
So now up to the plate for Neshaminy, right fielder number 21, Mike Amrine. As that first pitch is swung on, fouled out of play.
Go, Spike.
So the 0-1 count. And the pitch. Checks his swing, as that is high for ball 1.
Looks like some bullpen action.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like there's anybody warming. I've been trying to keep my eye on it. There's a bullpen catcher down there, but nobody to warm up. As that pitch swung on high down the right field line, as that's playable for Lebrecht as he makes the catch, as that is the second out of the inning.
And a good job by Lebrecht to just get back there and track it, and is able to settle under it. It looks like out there is 24, that's Connor McCloskey, and he was absolutely dominant in his last outing, so I wonder if maybe he's just getting stretched out. Pennsbury does have a game tomorrow that you wonder if he'll pitch in.
Well, it's weird because he does have a helmet on, and he looks like he's the man that's supposed to be protecting the guys down there in the bullpen, but I'm not 100% sure. But up to the plate for Neshaminy is number 22, first baseman Brandon Law.
You know, you might be right. He's got a helmet on, but he's also got a glove on.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. I don't know. There's also somebody else down there, but I don't know if they're also trying to protect whoever's going to go down there. I don't know if somebody who's going to be going down there is in the field currently. Is that pitch inside for ball 2? My best bet is that there's somebody in the field playing right now that is going to probably maybe warm up, but I don't really see who in the field was going to pitch.
And you wonder if maybe Falcone's up to 68 pitches there.
That pitch low for ball 3.
Now the command for Falcone has escaped him a little bit, in danger of walking the bases loaded now, and that's not something you want to do up by 8 is start walking guys.
So 3-0 count. Falcone with the pitch, as that is a 4-pitch walk, as the bases are now loaded with 2 outs.
Well, now a golden opportunity for Neshaminy to make a little bit of some inroads here in this game. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and Michael Morrow at the plate.
Yeah, now to the plate, shortstop number 4, Michael Morrow. Morrow was able to get on base last at bat with a walk, as that pitch roped to the third baseman Taroli, as he makes a beautiful diving catch to get out of this inning. Neshaminy strands the bases loaded, as we are going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Pennsbury still leading 11-3.
McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The Villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown.
Bottom of the 6th, a 8-run lead for Pennsbury baseball, as Pennsbury's cruising with this win so far, looking to possibly try to end this game here in the bottom of the 6th, as if they score just 2 more runs, Jordan, this game will be over, as they've hit the 10-run mercy rule.
Yeah, and they've done a great job to even set themselves up to be in this position, and a chance right now to end it and take sole possession of first place in the Patriot Division. If not, you gotta like your chances up by 8 going into the top of the 7th, but I'm sure the bats, who have been absolutely fantastic today, are thinking something else and trying to finish this one here.
So leading off for the Pennsbury Falcons here in the bottom of the 6th is catcher number 7, Tyler Boraski.
Well, it's going to be 9-1-2 for the Falcons in this inning, and Boraski a chance to be the table setter. Something that he's done really well today is get on base, and I believe he's been on base, every time he's been up at bat so far.
Yes, every time he's been up to the bat, he has gotten on. 2 of those times are by fielder's choice, but nonetheless still getting on as he takes that first pitch in there for ball 1.
Here we go, man. Let's start here. First and Eric, you ready to go? Now you go. We'll just right now. Come on,
Falcons going to send number 1, Ryan Weber, out to the pen, it looks like.
The 1-1 count.
And now also number 5, Derek DiLorenzo.
Actually, I don't know if it was a 1-1 count. Now the scoreboard's only saying 2-0, so 2-0 count. They have just been adding pitches there. Well, it's 2-1 now. as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, good 2-0 pitch. You got to give some credit to Seeds here, of course, coming in. Now the scoreboard says 2-2, by the way, but of course coming in here.
So it was a 1-1 count. Okay, so we have a 2-2 count. I wasn't wrong.
Yeah. Sears just done a nice job coming in a game that's been kind of out of hand and is at least giving Neshaminy's bats some chances to put some runs up on the board, but.
So Baraski running this count full. As the payoff pitch swung on, missed for strike 3.
That's something that Seeds has had working, is the strikeout pitch so far, and able to get Baraski on strikes.
So now up to the plate for the Pennsbury Falcons. Leadoff man, second baseman, number 2, James Schaefer.
And now stepping into the on-deck circle for the Falcons is number 16, Dylan Hirsch, for Ryan Zuckerman.
Yeah, they're saying he's having a reaction, so I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on, if he's okay or everything, but hopefully everything's okay with shortstop Ryan Zuckerman. As that pitch is outside for a ball.
Hey, Jimmy, flip it. Hey, what's up, big Chad? Come on, Jake. You're late. Not yet, but just go boom up. That's the one I hit my phone. Go, Jim.
So a 2-0 count. That pitch high for ball 3 to James Schaefer. As it seems like Ryan Zuckerman must be having like an allergic reaction or something that they're talking about, trying to overhear. So that pitch in the dirt as it goes past. As James Schaefer looking to possibly maybe advance to second, but a great job to corral it is the catcher for Neshaminy.
Yeah, Schaefer was right off there after the ball got away, but a nice play behind the plate and able to just hold him at first.
So now up to the plate for Pennsbury, pinch hitting for Ryan Zuckerman, number 16, Dylan Hirsch. So Schaefer on first has immaculate speed, so he's always a threat whenever he's on any of those bases. As the pitcher Seeds tries to throw over to keep him honest.
Yeah, right on cue, and you wonder if Schaefer's going to be off and running here. Falcons have done just an exceptional job on the base paths today.
As that pitch swung on and fouled into the mitt. As that is strike 1 to Hirsch.
No relation, by the way.
I was just about to ask, Jordan. So the 0-1 pitch. Just catching the low zone for strike 2.
Yeah, good spot there with that fastball. Nothing that Hirsch could have done. It's dotted low and away.
Battle 1-6. Let's go, Hirsch.
So the 0-2 count. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit to center field. But the center fielder is going to come in and make a beautiful play for out number 2.
Yeah, shaded in that way. I thought off the bat that had a chance to drop, but just with the outfield playing as shallow as they were, really winded up being an easy play.
So now up to the plate for Pennsbury, third baseman number 3, Joe Tiroli.
Ferroli seems to be the lead dog for DiLorenzo's player of the game so far. Looking to add to that performance right here.
So Seed steps off.
Good job.
Pick off move.
Seeds, carries around the seeds.
So the first pitch to Tiroli is high for ball one. Seeds is set, and the pitch. 1-0 pitch as the catcher snaps back to first to try to get Schaefer, but he's in there.
Yeah, they've really been paying a close eye to Schaefer out there at first base all game. It seems like whenever he's on first, you get at least a couple of pickoff moves and maybe even a snap throw like you did right there.
Tiroli hits that ball right back to the pitcher as he runs all the way over to first and pretty much hands it into the first baseman's mitt, as that is the third out of the inning as we go to the top of the seventh.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more. Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball. Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
Top of the seventh. Do or die for the Neshaminy Skins as Caden Falcon's day is done. 4 innings pitched, 71 pitches, as he has a fantastic day to not allow Neshaminy to score any more runs and give his team a great lead here as Pennsbury's ahead 11-3, as coming up for Pennsbury now to pitch number 1, Ryan Weber.
Yeah, Falcone was just fantastic today. Scattered 4 hits across those 4 innings and struck out 5. His location with his fastball is what really got him to where he was. Was able to just locate really well. Ran into a little bit of trouble with control, but he was just able to, get that fastball over more times than not and working some sliders as well to keep these Neshaminy hitters off balance enough, and ended up working 4 scoreless innings.
So leading off this top of the seventh for the Neshaminy Skins, it's center fielder number 3, Anthony Trommer. As Trommer takes that first pitch and ropes it into the gap between the first and second baseman for a lead-off single.
Yeah, Trommer not waiting around. He liked the first pitch that he saw, and it was a fastball and a good one to hit, and just stayed on it, hit it the other way, and that's what Neshaminy needs if they want any shot at coming back. It's base runners, and a good way to start this inning.
So now up to the plate for the Neshaminy Skins, second baseman number 9, Rob Del Bueno. As he takes that first pitch in there for strike 1.
And right now, if you're the Skins, you just want to keep the line moving and keep getting guys on base without making outs, because that's how you got to get back into this if you want to have any shot.
So Weber snaps back to first and tries to get the runner sleeping over there at first.
Yeah, I know they've got some speed over there with Trommer, but I'd be incredibly surprised if he went down by 8.
As that pitch outside for ball one.
Tie, Webb. You and Ty, Webb. Come on, shove to the glove. Hey, there you go. You go, Webb. Hey, Webb. Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob, hey, man. Hey, Rob, hey, Rob, hey, Rob.
That pitch fouled out of play for strike two.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob, hey, Rob, hey, Rob. Hey, Rob, you in the glove, you in the glove.
So Weber ahead of the count, 1-2. Gets the pitches set. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, off-speed pitch. Got him swinging. A beautiful strikeout there for out number one.
Yeah, fastball, 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 and he breaks off the slider, and Del Bueno was thinking he was coming back with another heater and did not get it.
So now to the plate from the Neshaminy Skins is left fielder number 27, Joel Bonner.
Get out. You and Ty here. Hey, Joel. 2-7, Joel. Hey, 2-7. Hey, Webb. Hey, Joel, like that.
So that first pitch to Bonner is low for ball one.
Hey, Joel, hey, man. Hey, Joel. Come on, Webb. You in the glove, you in the glove. Come on, you in the glove. Oh, boy.
That ball just missing.
Go, Joel. You got 2-7. Hey, Joel.
2-0 pitch. Swung on. Hit high down the third base line. As that's going to stay in play, but the left fielder, Jackson Freeman, not really looking like making an effort and thinking that ball, I guess, was going out of bounds.
Yeah. A little interesting there. I don't know Freeman. I didn't see exactly where he had started from, but yeah, you wonder if maybe he just misread it, thought it was going to head out of play, and it actually ended up landing in play.
That or maybe he lost the ball in the sun. As you just heard Coach Joe Pacey say, sorry, Jackson, but you still suck.
Yeah, it's possible. That sun ain't shining right
towards
towards
the sun
left.
is right now and where that ball was positioned, it looked like he probably would have got it blind this light. As that pitch is swung on for another foul ball out of play. This one is at least out of play.
Come on, Joel, let's go. Joel, JB. Having that bat. Let's go, Joel. Hey, Joel, hey, baby. Hey, 2-6. Hey, Joel. Go, Joel. You got 2-7. Joel.
So the 2-2 count. The payoff pitch from Weber. Swung on high, fly ball to right field. It's going to be shallow as James Schaefer is going to run out and make the catch. As he snaps the throw back to first, too, and almost gets the first baseman runner sleeping.
Yeah, almost caught Traumer napping there. That play, again, a lot closer than it had to be, but just a good job there out on the mound by Weber. Was down 2-0, was able to get the count back to even and force a jam pop-up.
So down to their last out here in the ball game. Now coming up for the Neshaminy Skins is DH number 5, Jake Kozlowski.
Play now, boys.
As Kozlowski's first pitch swinging there as he fouls that tip into the catcher's mitt. The 0-1 pitch. Just misses outside, and that does not miss by much. So the count 1-1 to Kozlowski. That pitch swung on down the right field line as that's going to be playable by Lebrecht as he makes the play as Pennsbury with a statement win against their rival Neshaminy Skins as they take the lead in their SOL division after a big 11-3 win here at Pennsbury Field.
Yeah, Falcons snap the Skins' 6-game win streak, win their 5th in their last 6 tries, and take first place in the SOL Patriot Division with just 5 games remaining on the schedule. Falcons improved to 12-3, Neshaminy down to 12-5. Just an all-around great effort by this Pennsbury team here today.
Yeah, and they were very, very efficient as they scored 10 of their 11 runs within the 3rd inning or sooner. So just a fantastic game here by the Pennsbury Falcons. Stick around as we're going to have our De Lorenzo's Player of the Game, as we're going to talk to them, ask them how they feel, and what is coming up still. So stick with us as we're going to have that right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The Villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown. Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more. Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball. Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
Former Philly Tommy Green, and here's the pitch. It's time to fill up your pool. BCWSA offers easy and cost-effective bulk water delivery throughout Bucks County for $180. They will deliver 5,500 gallons of clean water right to your pool. It's a faster way to fill your pool, and you won't have the increased sewer bill by filling it yourself. And if you're on well water, you won't need to worry about the well drying up. Call BCWSA today at 800-222-2068, extension 113, and schedule water delivery, or visit bcwsa.net.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems, and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The Villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown. Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
So we are back here at Vic Napolitano Field as Pennsbury getting a statement 11-3 victory over their rivals Neshaminy Skins as we send it over to Ben Goldstein with our De Lorenzo's Player of the Game.
I am here with the De Lorenzo's the Berg Player of the Game, Joe Tiroli. Here is your gift card.
Thank you very much.
3 for 5 today, 2 singles and a double. You're obviously seeing the ball well out there today. How are you seeing the ball? Or that's a terrible question. I'm going to redo that.
It's fine. We're good.
You were seeing the ball well out there today. Describe your hits.
Yeah, I was just focused on keeping my head down, keeping my weight back, and just putting good swings on the ball today.
Obviously, the layover, a few days. What does that do to a guy like you mentally?
Well, it's frustrating when you get rained out when you're in such a big game, but it gives you a chance to reset and reboot. Because we were up 3-0, then it was 3-3, so then we kind of got those couple days off, and we came out ready to play, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Speaking of the big game, you are now in first place in the SOL Patriot Division with a statement win over your rival. Can you describe how big of a win this is for you guys?
Oh, it's massive for the program. It's a huge win. We really wanted to get out there and make a statement game and put up a lot of runs and Caden threw the ball unbelievably well. We fielded, we hit obviously, and it was a great game, huge game for the program.
You executed a double steal in the second inning. Can you take me through that a little bit?
Yeah, it was just LJ was going. I think he was on first. LJ was going, and if the pitcher basically threw it to second, then I was gone. And I read it well, and he didn't look at me, so I just went.
Obviously, today was Coaches for Cancer. You do have a guy on your team named Sam Lebrecq. Can you describe how big of a day this is for your team and your program and Sam? Oh,
it's incredibly unbelievable for our program. Sam Lebrecq is such an amazing kid. He's a strong kid. He's a hard worker, It's just an amazing day for everybody who's been struggling with cancer, and we're really happy and proud that we were able to get the win for him and everybody that's ever had to deal with cancer. So it was a huge win.
That is Joe Tiroli, your De Lorenzo's the Berg Player of the Game. Thank you very much again.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Gus,
it.
back to you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for having some time. Thank you to Ben for our interview for the Player of the Game as Pennsbury with a statement win here. Like we said, 11-3 win over Neshaminy Redskins. Thank you to the crew today. Thank you to Aaron Bennett with doing our VE and helping out behind the computer. Thank you to Jordan Hirsch doing some camera work and helping me call the game. Thank you to Ben Goldstein doing stats and doing our Player of the Game interview. And most importantly, thank you to all of our sponsors: St. Mary Medical Center, McCaffrey's Supermarket, BCWSA, the Trenton Thunder, Jammer Doors, BAI Security Systems, De Lorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road, and the Pennsbury Parents Baseball Club. Thank you to all. Without you, we would not be able to do these games. And thank you for everybody tuning in as we have a 11-3 Pennsbury win on the WBCB Sports Network.